Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. One of the big announcements is here. Trade and item factions. The cat's out of the bag. We now have all the details. And EHG, the studio behind Last Epoch, has put out an extremely long post giving us the breakdown and what to expect. But they also gave us a 5-minute video detailing this system with visuals and good explanations. So we're actually going to watch this video together, and then we're going to head over to the post and go through some of the more detailed topics. That's the plan. I am so excited for everybody to get their hands on this system. It is just going to add so much to Last Epoch. I'm done talking. For a minute at least. Enjoy.
Travelers, I'm Judd Kobler, founder of 11th Hour Games and game director for Last Epoch. Today, we will be discussing the highly anticipated item faction system coming to the full release of Last Epoch on February 21st. We're very excited to release this innovative new way for players to participate in the deep and rewarding item hunt that Last Epoch offers in the way that they like to play. By joining the Merchants Guild, you will be able to buy, sell, and trade items through the bustling bazaar. Or, if you choose to join the Circle of Fortune, you'll set your sights to the stars and be able to bolster your item acquisition through prophecies and increased item drop rates.
What does this remind you of? Any Grim Dawn fans out there? And by the way, Team Merchants Guild.
This system is the result of many years of debating what the ideal trade system should look like in a loot-based action RPG, tons of collaboration with our amazing community, and many sleepless nights of game design meetings with our game design team. We found through extensive polling that players of action RPGs are split nearly down the middle when it comes to those who want their experience to heavily involve trade and an economy, and those who want to focus on finding items themselves or with close friends. We believe that through the item faction system, we will deliver a tailored and exciting path to hunt for top-tier items for both camps of players.
Now, what's so cool about this system, and I was in the middle of this when they dropped this news, people were pissed and mad, like, oh, we wanted trade. What's great is that if I am Team Merchants Guild and you are Team Circle of Fortune, not only can we still play together, but we could even still gift items to each other. So even though we're in different camps and playing the game in a different way, it doesn't limit us to what or how we can play together with friends and communities. Really, really smart. Like, I mean, it's got to be the biggest innovation we have seen in an action RPG in a long time.
In Last Epoch 1.0, you will join a faction once you reach the great mercantile city of Majelka. When you select to join the Merchants Guild or the Circle of Fortune, a new interface will become available that will let you access details about your current status with your faction, known as reputation.
I've played these systems, they function and work really well.
How much favor you currently have, and what benefits your faction is currently providing you. Let's talk about these briefly. Reputation within a faction is a core part of how the faction is going to be benefiting you on your journey. As a representative of that faction, you will continue to increase your reputation by killing enemies and completing quests. For the Merchant Guild, this includes participating in the bazaar and completing trades at your current level. And for the Circle of Fortune, this means completing prophecies that will divine certain items after fulfilling the foretold conditions. Through earning reputation, you will ascend ranks within your faction, earning you unique benefits and options. Once you have earned reputation within a faction, that reputation stays with your account in that game mode. This means if you rank up a cycle character, all of your other cycle characters will have that rank when they join the same faction and contribute to that faction's reputation gain.
Okay, this is huge. So cycle is Last Epoch's version of seasons or leagues. So just think of like a PoE league, a Diablo season. And when you go to make an alt, you will not have to re-level up your faction rank. It automatically carries over. And just FYI, I know you're going to get the question. You can just kill enemies to level this up. Obviously, if you want to level this up quicker, you can do trades and things in the bazaar, but you could also just kill enemies.
You may switch factions and earn and maintain reputation with them with no penalty to your earned reputation with the other. There are currently 10 ranks to achieve in each faction, with the later ranks requiring quite a bit of commitment in order to obtain. So, while you have the freedom to change your faction at any time, you will want to pick a faction and stick with it to reach the most powerful benefits that they have to offer. It is important to note that you can only be a member of one faction at any given time per character, and items earned with the benefits from those factions will require that you are aligned with them in order to use them. So most players will want to stick to a faction that rewards their preferred playstyle. Next, let's talk about Favor. Favor is the currency you will earn while slaying enemies or completing quests for each of the factions. Favor is separate from Reputation. This currency can be used to either complete trades with the Merchant's Guild or acquire new prophecies from the Circle of Fortune. And if you find yourself with excess favor, you can always spin the wheel with the Faction Gambler. Item gifting to party members has been in the game for a while now, and it isn't going anywhere. However, it's important to note that once you have joined a faction, items will start being tagged with the faction you were part of when they dropped. This means that while questing, if you are a member of the Merchant's Guild, and an item drops for you, that item will still be shareable with anyone who is in the party, like always, and be available to be sold, provided that you meet the rank requirements in the Merchant's Guild Bazaar.
So, as a community tester, we've had this system for a little bit, and we've been doing our best to try and break the system so that we could plug any holes or fix anything that's wrong before it launches. And I'm telling you right now, it is pretty airtight. So what that means is, again, if you are Circle of Fortune and I am Merchant's Guild, yes, we can still trade items. But if I trade you a Merchant's Guild item that requires rank 5, you're part of Circle of Fortune. So yes, you can take that item, you can hoard it, you could put it into your stash, but you can't actually use the item unless you change factions and then rank up to level 5, and then you would be able to put it on. So just kind of keep that in mind.
Just be sure that the person you are trading it to also meets the same faction requirements. The last use case we wanted to solve for are friends who choose to play together and just want their own little trade group, which brings us to resonances, which are a new type of item that can be found when you are questing with your friends or party.
Carve, I know you. Carve is actually works for EHG Game Design and is one of kind of a professional PoE gamer. Face reveal. Sorry, Carve.
Party members. This item can be used to enable an item to be gifted specifically to the player that you have a resonance with, even if they weren't there when the item dropped. We know a lot of times players will play with their friends and then later you'll be soloing a piece of content and the perfect item drops for your buddy. Well, thanks to the new resonance system, you will be able to give them that perfect item the next time you see them.
So in case you didn't catch that, if you don't like player-driven economies, if you don't like trade, you can be Circle of Fortune and hunt your own items, get better crafting, better loot, better target farming. If you like trading, you can join Merchant's Guild and you can be a part of that buying and selling. If you are one of those people that plays with a significant other, plays with a best friend, plays with a very small community of gamers, resonance that Judge has talked about is going to allow you to trade even if you are not in the same party together. They are truly trying to solve for everything. I like it.
Those of you who love loot-based action RPGs know, trade and economy is a very complex and divisive issue to solve for when catering to a large player base and different playstyles, while keeping the item acquisition hunt feeling great. We can't wait to get your feedback on the system that we've come up with alongside you, and we thank you for all of your continued input and passion for helping make Last Epoch the next great action RPG. There is so much more to explore with the item faction system, so check out the deeper dive we have on our forums, and we look forward to seeing you in Last Epoch February 21st.
Oh, I will be there. February 21st, we're going to be doing our first subathon. We're going to have merch giveaways, game giveaways. I'm going to be sleeping on stream. It's going to be an absolute blast with special guests. Now, this is the way it's going to work. When you pick a character, you will pick a class. Then around level 20, you will pick a mastery. Then when you are basically beat the campaign or in the last part of the campaign, you will pick a faction. So there will be 3 decisions you have to make before you move on to endgame. And obviously there's, stuff in between how you want to build and if you're getting power leveled and things like that. But for the most part, class, mastery, faction, and they have talked about in the future, for future cycles, there will be more mastery options. Very cool. Thank you, Judd and EHG. Let's move over to the post. Now, I want to be clear, this post has a lot of awesome information and breakdowns and histories and the whys behind what you just watched. But I don't want this video to be 40 minutes long and I don't want to bore you to death. So what we're going to talk about in this post, and by the way, I will link it in the description, is what is right for you. Do you want to be Team Koff, Team Circle of Fortune, or do you want to be Team Merchants Guild? All right. And we're going to go through what the benefits are right now as I continue to scroll down. So we're going to start with Merchants Guild. What does this actually give you? And we're going to go through the 10 ranks. Okay. If you select Merchants Guild, like I am, you're going to have access to the bazaar where you will be able to buy and sell goods. At rank 1, you'll be able to trade basic items. At rank 2, set items. At rank 3, trade specific unique items. At rank 4, trade idols. At rank 5, trade exalted weapons. At rank 6, trade unique weapons. At rank 7, trade all exalted items. At rank 8, trade all unique items. At rank 9, trade legendary weapons. And at rank 10, trade all legendary items. You can go buy a nice crafted legendary from the bazaar. You might be thinking, that's cheating. I don't want to do that. Now, this is why I'm Team Merchants Guild, okay? In my opinion, one, I like to be able to support my community. I want to be able to buy and trade. I want to be able to take care of the people that I game with. And I truly feel that Merchants Guild is going to give me the best opportunity. I also absolutely love taking part in player-driven economies. This is very different than a player-driven economy, but it's Last Epoch's version, and I think it is going to be so much fun. In my opinion, also, this gives you access to what I'd like to call perfect gear. If I find that unique, I can go get the perfect exalt I want. Or if I find the perfect exalt, I can go get the unique I need. Or vice versa by buying both. When I'm making so many builds, when I'm trying so much stuff, having access to getting this stuff instantly, you might think it's cheating, but it's my hard work paying off. So I think it's going to be fun. Okay, moving over to the Circle of Fortune, which in my opinion, I think this is actually going to be more popular and people are going to really enjoy it because it is very, very different. And when you read some of these rewards, you're going to say, holy crap. If you join the Circle of Fortune at rank 1, enemy item drop chance. Enemies have a 35% chance of dropping twice as many items. Rank 2, upgraded Rune of Ascendance, 45% chance of Rune of Ascendance to drop. Rank 3, idle drop chance, 25% chance for 2 more to drop at the same time. Rank 4, exalted affix chance. Affixes are 50% more likely to be exalted. Monolith Echo Reward Upgrade, rank 5, 35% chance for double rewards from Monolith Echoes. Rank 6, Legendary Potential Chance. Uniques are twice as likely to have legendary potential. Rank 7, T7 Affix Chance. T7 affixes are twice as common. Rank 8, Rare to Exalted Chance. Items that would drop as rare above level 44 have a 25% chance to become exalted. Rank 9, Full Set Drop Chance. Now you're probably thinking, oh, that's stupid. But imagine when they actually fix sets. The whole set drops on the ground. Rank 10, Prophecy Reward Upgrade. Item from prophecies are duplicated. So if you are a solo self-found player, if you don't like player-driven economies, if you don't like, I got to get gold and buying and selling, I mean, they really, I mean, when I read this and as testing, I was like, holy crap, they're actually starting to pull me away from Merchants Guild, but I love buying and selling so much. I mean, these rewards are unbelievable. The rewards are unbelievable. I mean, even forget all this other stuff. At rank 4, 50% more exalted affixes are going to drop. So both very, very cool, but you just got to pick your play style. And again, it does not limit you to who you can play with or what you can do. It's just totally different systems for how you are going to gear out your character. And if you're a grinder, technically speaking, you could be rank 10 in both. You could rank up Merchants Guild and have a full set of gear for it. And then you could stop and go begin to rank up Circle of Fortune and have a full set of gear for it. And then you could flip-flop how you want to do it. But just know, some of these later ranks require a heavy investment. So don't think that grinding a few days, you're going to be max level on Circle of Fortune and Merchants Guild. So that's all I'm going to talk about. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about. This is already a very, very long video, but I am so excited talking to a lot of the big action RPG people. Most of us are in agreement. This is one of the most innovative systems that we have seen in an action RPG for years. You might not love it. You might not agree with it. You might not know how you're going to take it, but at bare minimum, you can see the thought process and what they are trying to do, and you got to give EHG credit for that. It's so easy to be cookie cutter and be like, fine, the community wants trade, you can now trade, let them figure out the economy. No, they took it to a next level. They took what was already there and improved upon it, in my opinion. So that's what I've got for you today on trade and item factions. I'm sticking with Team Merchants Guild. Now, coming later this month, literally in 2 weeks, January 25th, we will be kicking off Warlock Week, which I am so excited about, exclusively for the world on my YouTube channel and on Icy Veins. I am going to be showcasing the new mastery, the Warlock, to you. We're going to go over generic overview of the class. We're going to do a deep dive breakdown of the passive, and then we're going to passive tree, and then we're going to dedicate a day to each skill. And I'm going to show you what's possible with this absolutely amazing new mastery. Stay tuned. 2 weeks, January 25th. Okay, I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.